This race has gone by several former names: the Italian Grand Prix, the San Marino Grand Prix, and now the Emilia Romagna Grand Prix. It's race day. We're at Imola. Welcome. One lap of Imola, anti-clockwise of course, unlike most Formula One circuits, will take our drivers round 3.1 miles of track. 19 turns, 9 right-handers and 10 to the left. Drivers will need to be precise at the hairpin at turn 7, given the subsequent uphill section. Without a good exit from that corner, they'll lose a lot of time on that stretch. Before we begin, let's take a quick look at the grid lineup for today's race. World champion Max Verstappen starts from pole position, and Lando Norris lines up alongside. Looking down the rest of the grid, we have Leclerc, Hamilton, Yuki Tsunoda, and Piastri, Russell, Albon, Antonelli, and Fernando Alonso, Gasly, Lawson, Esteban Ocon, Doohan, Bortoletto, Stroll, Nico Hülkenberg, and Ollie Behrman, Hadja, and Daniel. Which of these talented drivers will come out on top today? And alongside me, a man, well, what more can I say? But he's a legend, Anthony Davidson. Now, I'll be generous here. It's not that long ago that you were racing and entertaining us on a Sunday. But in the years since, the sport has changed quite a bit, hasn't it?
Yeah, it really has, Crofty. You know, the cars have got bigger, they're heavier, but critically, there's more downforce to play with as well now. There was about 4 tons of downforce on the car at 300 kilometers an hour when I drove. You're now looking more towards 5 tons of downforce. So there's a big difference in performance. But because of that, the car being heavier and bigger, you've got to drive in a smoother way. You've got to look after it a bit more. You've got to nurse it through the slow speed corners more. They were much more nimble, agile machines when I drove in Formula 1 compared to now.
Okay, mate, I know it's not a great position to be starting on the grid, and it also puts us slap bang in the middle of the danger zone where risk is high. So be careful, pick your battles, and let's see if we can pick a few positions off along the way.
Exactly, guys. We are starting at the back, guys. Unfortunately, for the first time this season, we were not able to pass to Q3. I did not qualify last. I was P16, but as we read before, I had a 5-place grid penalty for a collision that I was not the reason why. Antonelli crashed into me. You can watch it in the replay of the qualifying session on YouTube. But basically, it's a stupid penalty, but it is what it is. We have to take it. And this is the position exactly as last year in the Emilia Romagna Grand Prix, starting last for different reasons, because last year I was last, because I was not able to complete a good lap. But this is the situation, and obviously in this situation, to fight for points will be extremely difficult. The only good thing we have is nothing to lose. So, a strategy today. A strategy, guys. I was thinking a lot about this strategy this weekend, and it's complex because we have a lot of possibilities this time. I have 2 sets of hards and 1 set of medium. So I reserved for this weekend 2 sets of hard tires, because I think it will be the best. Because here we are using the softest tires possible, the C6, C5, and C4. So that means are the softest tires, and the soft tire, as you can see in the strategy panel, after 11 laps is done. And the medium tire don't last too much as well. They are very, very soft. So I think the winner tire here is the hard. And the good thing is that I reserved for this Grand Prix weekend 2 sets of hard tires. And that's why I think I will go in for 2 stops today. I think normally 1 stop should be better in this track, especially because the pit lane is really long. But I think the tire wear can be high, and maybe I think 2 stops can be faster. Question is, in which moment we put the tires, And my strategy, I was thinking to do that. I was thinking in starting on the soft tire. It's a very extreme strategy, but using the 2 sets of hards at the end. That's what I was thinking about the strategy. Obviously, in the projected race time sets, that is not really optimal, because following the strategy we are losing 9 seconds. But let's see, because on paper, this strategy is really risky. I had to say, really risky. But this strategy the good thing it has, if we have not a safety car earlier, is that I can undercut a lot of people at the beginning. When they will be stuck in traffic, pitting so early, with my pace on the hard, I will be running alone during probably 15, 10 laps, 20 laps in the second stint, but probably there I can gain a big advantage with a lot of cars in front. They will be battling each other, you know, on track. So maybe we can take advantage on that, and then once they stop, to have a big margin with some cars ahead. And just they stop for the first time, we have to be ready to stop for second time to push the second set of hard tires. Obviously, this strategy is not perfect, have problems. For example, a earlier safety car after my first pit stop can destroy my strategy. But the good thing is that we have also a set of medium tires. We have a lot of possibilities in case a lot of scenarios happen during the race in terms of safety cars. Obviously, an alternative strategy we can play with, I don't know, maybe starting on the soft. No, but if starting on the soft, no, maybe starting on the medium tire or on the hard, for example, extending out of the stint maybe, and then putting a set of hards, and at the end a set of medium tires. This strategy says that it's much faster, but to be honest, stopping so late as the rest of the cars, even in last position, not sure if it's the most ideal thing, because we can be stuck all the time behind other cars. So I don't know, guys. I think my strategy in terms of projected race time is not the most ideal in terms of projected race time, as it says. But it's not counting the traffic, these strategies, guys. And I think to run in clean air will be critical. So I think I'm gonna take this one. That is risky. I know it's risky, but nothing to lose, as I said before. So why not? Why not to try this one? Also, with the soft tire at the beginning, we can try to gain some places. So yeah, I think can be good. Fuel, let's try to put on the car one lap extra, as always. Normally works well for me. And let's see what we can do. But I think this is what I'm gonna make. Let's see if it works. Nothing to lose, as I said, guys. A bit risky, but we have opportunities. And also, if something happens, we have a new set of mediums just in case we need it at some point, because we have a safety car or something at the end, you know. So temperature is high, 34 degrees, higher than the rest of the weekend. So probably the tire wear will be even higher. But yes, I'm gonna take this one. And in terms of rivals and you know, race start, there's a long way to go before the starting grid position and the turn one. So it's very easy to try to pass people. Not easy, but to get close to the cars in front. Obviously now we are in the outside of turn one. That can be good because you had the inside of turn two. And on these tires. On these tires we have opportunities, guys, to pass people, because at the end I think obviously let's see the tires the rest of the rivals are starting with. Wow, most of the drivers are as usual starting on the hard and medium. Not sure how many drivers will do one stop, but the 4 drivers we have ahead are starting on the hard, so we have to take advantage of that in the start. Try to pass some of these people, and try to reach Bortoleto even. He's in the same tires than me. So yeah, we have big advantage on the start. Let's see if we can take advantage of that. By the way, Alex, incredible performance, P8, starting P8. So yeah, definitely very interesting, guys. A lot of people starting on the hard tires in front. We have to take advantage of that definitely in the start. Let's see if I can swoop into the outside of Berman, passing Hajar as well. Then is Hulkenberg, and then is Stroll, and then is Bortoleto on the same tire than me. So that's risky, but if I can gain these 4 places in the start, really nice. Obviously on this tire, I know after probably lap 5 or 6, they will start to be faster than me because of the tire wear. But anyway, let's try to pass people at the start. And once I make the pit stop. Obviously, Bortoleto is a problem. It's a big problem, Bortoleto, because if he stops in the same laps as me, we can have I can have it in front. So it's very important to try to catch Bortoleto before the first pit stop and to try to undercut him, because he probably will stop really soon as me. Bortoleto can be a problem. We need to make sure that we are ahead of him after the first pit stop, after our first pit stops, and then once we have clean air, we can start to push to try to gain advantage with the cars in front. That will be Hayar, Hulkenberg, Berman, all these cars that they will go much longer. So we have to try to get close as much as possible. So yeah, I think difficult to do or to execute. Yes, it's difficult, but obviously this race will be about pure pace for me. It will be like qualifying laps, you know, because the good thing is that we have 2 sets of hards and I can push because the tire wear will be high, but on these tires I can push during the whole stints because we will be doing 25 laps, 29. This tire can cope with that. Also has a tire that I didn't test before during the whole weekend, but obviously on these track temperatures and considering that it's really soft, even the hard tire here, it's the best. So I think I will have no problems of tire warming or tire warm up on this tire, so we can push from the beginning until the end, and that's the advantage we have. Not everyone have 2 sets of hards. Probably the rest of the drivers that will go to one stop and they start on hard, they will have to put the medium. That is a good tire, but probably after 10, 12, 15 laps, people on hard will have advantage. So let's see. Obviously, it's important to have good pace. I'm not sure if I will have pace enough, but I think I have pace to don't finish last. That's the key, you know. So let's see what we can do on this strategy. Last year in F124 on one stop, pitting very early. It's true that we had harder tires, but pitting very early and undercutting a lot of people worked really well for me starting last. I finished P11, so this year can be difficult because I have to do 2 stops. But it's very interesting, and if it works, I will be really happy. It will be super satisfying, you know, to finish ahead or to reach a good position after doing this strategy if it works. So definitely something I'm really looking for. And yeah, let's see guys. And as always, as I said, we have a set of medium tires. We have a lot of possibilities in this Grand Prix, to be honest. So that's the good thing. The bad thing is the starting position. That I touched Antonelli. Antonelli touched me. I don't know if I can put a video now here, but basically I was letting pass Antonelli in the outlap in the final attempt in Q1, and I tried to let it pass, and he crashed into me. He went a bit wider, and he contacted his wheels with my wheels, and Marshall decided to give me a penalty to me instead of Antonelli. I will be starting in P16 instead of P20. That will be much better because we will have Bortoleto just in front. But this is something we have to take. Now remember we are playing a new difficulty, 105. Definitely affects to my performance in comparison to the first 5 races of the season, but I'm there. I think I'm there. I'm just matched with the pace. It's true that Albon was a bit faster than me this weekend. In general, AI is really quick here. But I think if I do everything perfect, I can be with them, you know. And in Miami, I made a lot of mistakes. I had pace to fight for points, but it's not a track that suits for me really well. So this one is not my best one, but I think I'm stronger in race than in qualifying here, as I proved last year. So it will be interesting, definitely. It definitely will be interesting. Nothing to lose for the first time this season. And yeah, I'm really excited for this one. A nice track, super fast, super fun to drive. easy to make mistakes, I had to say. So it will be very important to stay really focused all the race. As I said, I will be alone probably a good amount of time because I will be doing the inverse strategy to most of the cars. But this is a race very important to stay focused all the time, you know. So let's see what we can do, guys. So really excited for it. And I think it's everything I have to tell on the race preview, guys. Now, guys, remember, in 8 minutes or 7 minutes, I will be racing only on Twitch. So people, please, if you're watching this on YouTube or you are on Kick, go to Twitch. You have my username here. In 7 minutes, we start this fantastic race. So now it's time to say goodbye to the people on YouTube and Kick. Thank you so much for watching, guys. Don't forget to subscribe on YouTube, follow me on Kick. And of course, follow me on Twitch. That is the place I will be racing in 7 minutes. Interesting race, difficult, but interesting strategy as well. Let's see what we can do. I need your support. I need you will be there watching me, guys. You are part of the team in some way. So see you in the race on Twitch in 7 minutes. So thank you so much for watching, as I said, to YouTube and people on Kick. See you on Twitch right now. Bye bye.